everyone, welcome back to the Words Whispered, and as usual, everything in this video is alleged. I've been gone for a while, but I have a video for you today. So, we're going to talk about this live that Keesha Kaylee did. I'm not going to sit and run through the entire live. It was boring as most of her lives are. If you saw it, you saw it. But there are a few points that I wanted to touch on within her live. Now, I'm going to be honest with you all. Did I watch her entire live? No. Did I go on Friends channel over there and watch Friends' reaction to it instead? Yes, I did. Why? Because I can't sit through Keisha's videos most of the time. I will skim them here and there. But for this, we went over on Love Lies and Lakefront. So shout out to you, friend. Okay, so let's get to this live that she did the other day, and we're gonna start with this point. Keisha is trying her hardest to appear unbothered by all the things going on in her life. And she spent a good amount of time in this vlog still talking about trolls, still talking about not feeding into negativity and rising above and thriving and whatever else she was talking about. This is my point that I wanted to address in terms of that. She talks about how people are negative. This is me paraphrasing. This is not verbatim. I don't remember what she said verbatim, but just follow me. And how they must feel about themselves. They want to bash her, basically, and then go over to deep, dark alleys. And Keisha, let's stop pretending that you are now on LSA. Let's stop pretending that you are not on LSA. Let's stop pretending that you let's stop pretending that you did not allegedly start that first Keisha Kaylee thread. Because allegedly the word around town is you were the reason you have an LSA thread. Allegedly. I would not know. I was not a first thread watcher. But that's what they said. You were in LSA, in my opinion. We have seen you send friends to LSA while you guys were on vacation and they were accidentally caught on camera in the thread, allegedly. You sent a pregnant Brit from Marshall Party of 5 on there to try to defend herself when she didn't know anything that was going on with LSA, allegedly. A lot of the points that you are responding to in your videos are from things that are said in LSA, allegedly. I don't know what your obsession is with feeling like you have to acknowledge or address your quote-unquote, as you like to say, your trolls. But let's look up a definition. We're going to look up a definition because I want to make sure I am thorough. Okay? I want to use my thinker cap. Okay? I want to use my thinker cap to make sure that I am reading this definition right. Okay, the slang term for troll, according to the first thing that popped up was Wikipedia, so we're going to go with Wikipedia. If you're in college, do not cite Wikipedia as a source. But we're going to go with Wikipedia. In slang, a troll is a person who posts or makes inflammatory, insincere, digressive, extraneous, or off-topic messages online or in real life, with the intent of provoking others into displaying emotional responses or manipulating others' perception, thus acting as a bully or a provocateur. Okay? That's what it says. Keesha, somebody disagreeing with you does not make them a troll. Someone saying, Keesha, why are you saying Jeremy only has one Airbnb? He said he had 4. Does not make them a troll. It's just pointing out a discrepancy in the video between you and your alleged partner. So that's number one. Point number one, I wish she would stop pretending that she is not scrolling through LSA every night while her and Jory are in bed together asleep and her baby daddy is somewhere somethinging other than home. He's somewhere doing something with someone. Somewhere. That's number one. Point number 2 that I wanted to address. Keesha, the fact that you are at this point, over a year removed from the core of drama, in terms of like the Ashley and Hazel videos, the Paris videos, the Toya videos, the everybody who was supporting Paris videos, because we know a bunch of commentary channels came out just from being Keesha watchers, and then they gravitated towards Paris' content, and then they started making their own commentary videos. So the ties and the, you guys know who I am referring to. We are at least a year removed from that drama, and mostly the Mink videos, because let's be honest, Mink, who was supposed to be Keisha's friend, did more damage for Keisha's brand than anything Paris, Ashley, Hazel, etc. could have said. Because the stuff that Mink was saying about Keesha, we knew for a fact it had to be true. Because she got it from Keesha. So, you are at least a year removed from that drama, and your supporters, alleged supporters, are still in the comments asking you about it. But you're saying everybody else is negative, everybody else is trolling, everybody else is bashing you, you still got cases. Everybody's moved on. So what does that tell you? If everybody who you feel like you had to vindicate yourself against is gone off the internet or have moved on and are doing other content now, what vindication do you still think you need, and why are you still talking about? It's okay if somebody said they don't like your titties. If they feel like your breasts look bad, they feel like your breasts look bad. They have a right to feel that way. That's not body shaming. Body shaming is talking about something that is inherently a part of that person. So, for example, I will co-sign and say them talking about your post-baby body is body shaming. Somebody saying you got a bad boob job is not body shaming. Why? Because, like you bragged the other night, I spent $4,000. You have spent, let's add it up, at least $10,000 on your chest, and it looks bad. That's not body shaming. Now, I will say them talking about your stomach is. Because you're right, you had 3 beautiful girls. That's different. Talking about a boob job is not body shaming. Why? Because that's not inherently a part of your body. That's something you added. And you almost called him natural the other day, which is hilarious. So I'm convinced you probably do pretend you didn't get a boob job. When you're out in public, you're probably like, these are all natural. I hope not. Anywho, back to the point. We're over a year removed from this situation, and you were still talking about what the trolls and what the people and who this person did and what this person said and nah. There's nobody left. I make videos for you about you here and there. I'm not getting enough views to draw a crowd. Over on Love Lives and Lakefront's friend makes reaction videos about and commentary videos about your vlogs or what you put out, what Jeremy puts out. And she does have a bigger audience. But, and when I'm saying bigger, I'm meaning relative to my platform. I'm not saying that friend is this huge 100,000 subscriber YouTuber, but I'm saying in comparison to. That's why I'm saying bigger, because she's bigger than me. Love Likes and Links Friends makes videos about you, but I feel like Friends very nice in her commentary about you. So I don't consider what she does trolling. So who are you talking about? I don't know. But I don't think, I think you at some point you need to move on. And the reason your audience has not moved on is because you have not moved on. Your audience, every time you post a video, every time you post a picture, every time you go live, I'm sure they're probably your close friends doing the same thing. It always is in reference to the fact that your boyfriend, I won't even say cheated at this point, had another relationship with another woman for years that you knew about. They conceived 2 children, birthed 1, and continued to have a relationship after the fact. The facts are the facts are the facts, but your audience won't let you forget. And you seem to think you won because other people aren't talking about you anymore. Since you didn't win, think of it this way. You spent those 2 years or whatever that you were going back and forth with people about this situation. Being Miss, I can give everybody 10K right now. I can give everybody 10K right now. I'm rich. Look at my Audi. I'm gonna throw this player's ball for Jeremy's birthday. I'm getting my dress custom made. Maybe I'll go down to the strip club and throw some ones at her if she show me her best moves. I'm gonna be in Jeremy's next video, but it's gonna be about love. I ain't gonna be shaking my ass. Come get him back in blood. I'm a real woman. I'm a damn good mother. Good freaking mom. You spent 2 years doing that. Okay? And this is not me bashing you. Because life happens to people. But let's just focus on what I'm saying. You spent like 2 years doing that. And you feel like you won now because everybody's moved on. But you want to know what that shows me? You're the one that couldn't afford to move on. So you're stuck. Hazel posts barely anymore. When she does, she's always at her business, cleaning something, putting something together, making something, whatever the case may be. But we know Spruce is doing really well. She doesn't have to, she probably doesn't even have time to get on YouTube anymore. Toya has moved on to other content. Ashley has moved on and doesn't even post on YouTube anymore, which, another point, I've given up on that. That's a whole other thing, though, you guys. But anyway, Ashley seems to be doing well. She's not posting on YouTube. You guys try to make it seem like she needed wish lists to be able to afford anything for August. She hasn't posted a wish list. She got a new place. She got a new Benz. Her and August got a little cat now. She seems to be doing well without YouTube. Paris, we know we see her in comment sections here and there, but for the most part, she's moved on. We don't see her with a new YouTube channel where she's actively posting content. I don't know if she still is using like Patreon or whatever, but she's not actively posting anymore, which tells me she didn't need to be. The smaller content creators who were, I can't remember what Paris was calling her group, but you know, the smaller content creators that spawned from Paris have all moved on to other content, or they don't post anymore, which tells me that they didn't need YouTube. So did you win, or are you the only one who can't survive without it? That's a better question. Just a question. Just a question. Because you said that you were the cash cow. Cash cow is only getting 4,000 videos. 4,000 views on a video. And have almost 500,000 subscribers. Cash Cow used to have over 500,000 subscribers and is steady declining. So I'm just wondering. You can't talk about what you've moved on from and blame it on trolls when it's your audience that won't let you move on. Every chance you get, they remind you that your boyfriend cheated on you. And it's okay that he did because you won. Every chance they get, they remind you of that. And you feed into it and try to make it seem like trolls are saying this, trolls are saying that. Nobody's trolling. It's your audience. Everything that you are thinking is coming from trolls is coming from your audience, sis. Because if your audience genuinely cared about you taking the girls to school today, they would have talked about that as opposed to haters gonna hate all in your chat. They didn't win, Keisha. You rose above. Rose above what? Rose above what? A situation you put yourself in? I really want people to be honest with their faves. Especially when their faves are problematic. Nobody is out to get this one particular person. This person spilled toxicity and venom onto this platform, in my opinion. And then expected the world to pick up and move on just because they decided to. And that's not the way the real world works. You can't quit your job at Victoria's Secret, 'cause that's the only job you've had. You can't quit your job at Victoria's Secret by no call, no showing or whatever, which is the worst way to quit a job, to just up and never come back. And then try to apply again in 6 months and then expect for them to hire you. It's not how the world works. Point number 3, and I'm done. It is very weird how much Keesha goes out of her way to praise Jeremy. I don't think I've ever seen a woman praise a man that much for nothing. And when I say nothing, I don't mean we know he's not really doing anything, nothing. Allegedly. When I say nothing, I mean bare minimum. Especially because you guys have been together officially since 2018. If you've been with somebody 5+ years and you are still having to tell the world what they do for you, that means they don't do enough for you. When you live your life in public, specifically. If you are 5+ years into your relationship and you still have to say, shout out to my man for doing this, that means he's not doing enough. Because when you've been with somebody that long, you brag about him bringing you lunch the first few months. Oh my gosh, this is the first time anybody's ever surprised me at work with lunch. Thank you so much. What does she call him? Babe? Thank you so much. You guys are 5+ years in. He's supposed to bring you dinner. And y'all live together. You all live together. You're 5+ years in. You have 3 children. He had an outside baby on you. You are the main provider in the family and in the household. The least he can do is bring you lunch. Oh my gosh, shout out to Jeremy because he is referring me to people who are interested in buying or renting. He should be. If somebody tells him, you guys are in your early 30s at this point, this is house buying age. If his friend mentions to him that they're interested in buying a house, he's supposed to say, oh, my girl's a realtor. I'm sorry, oh, my girl's a real estate agent. Who else is he supposed to refer them to? That's bare minimum. Not something worth praising. That's like if someone bakes cakes for a living and they make really, really good cakes and somebody says, "Ooh, my wedding is coming. I am getting married." Do you have anybody who bakes a cake really good? Know anybody who makes really great wedding cake? And they refer them to somebody other than you. They're supposed to refer you. Newsflash. They're supposed to refer you. It's not anything worth praising. Especially not 5+ years into a relationship. Babe, put gas in my car. Shout out to Babe. He don't play about me. Babe picked up the girls from... And that's another thing. In the video, you kept referencing that school knew Babe. I bet you they don't know him. I bet you that school knows Jeremy the same way they knew Jeremy at the dang on hospital when the kids were in the NICU. But that's a whole nother thing. We're not going to get on that today. Those are the only points that I took away from watching that roach-infested live. Allegedly. Keisha said it was ladybugs. It wasn't a roach. I never screamed and panicked when I saw a ladybug. You know, if you were going to scream and panic, you should have said spider. Because then people, because your audience is mostly women, I assume, then it would be, "Oh, sis, I understand. I hate spiders." But, you know, ladybugs make you scream and slam them with boxes like you're about to cry. But that's okay. Anyways, that's all I have for you all today. Comment down below what you thought about the live, if you watched it, if you agree with anything I said, if you disagree with anything I said. Whatever you want to say down below. Keisha, it's not the troll, it's your supporters. Your supporters are there for the mess. They don't want to talk about anything else. They don't care about anything else. Because if they did, they would move the conversation along. You wouldn't be over a year removed from a situation, still having to explain it. Talk about that second mortgage, allegedly. Talk about, and that's the other thing. You sat up there and talked down. You said Hazel wasn't making any money with her business and she had to discount stuff. Allegedly. You allegedly said you and Jeremy would be better caretakers for August and Ashley. And Ashley is poor and you had to give her a care package because she didn't have any money, allegedly. You sat there and you called Paris poor and broke, allegedly. And you allegedly are taking out second mortgages already, allegedly. You allegedly are the welfare family at cheerleading, allegedly. I don't know what happened to that private school that the twins got into, but I'm assuming allegedly you couldn't afford the tuition because allegedly they're in public school, allegedly.